All right, I had to put out another quick DC video. There is some breaking news that is just coming out recently within the last couple of hours on Twitter. I don't know how true this is, so take this with a grain of salt, but I still wanted to bring this subject up because this does tie directly into something else that is going on all over Twitter today and is just taking the internet by storm. It is being reported by a user who goes by the handle of Army of Thieves on Twitter that Walter Hamada is being let go by Warner Brothers, that they have mutually agreed to terminate his contract and he is being let go. I don't know if this is true or not. Hopefully it is. Everybody has been waiting to see Walter Hamada go, Toby Emmerich, and I keep forgetting the girl's name off the top of my head. I can see her, Ann Cernoff. Hopefully these people will be gone by the time this merger happens. Now, this could be something that takes place at the merger. Who knows? I don't even know if this is true, but this is what industry insiders are telling this individual on Twitter, which is interesting because at the DC Fandome over the weekend, Walter Hamada was nowhere to be seen. He was actually at last year's DC Fandome, but he was not at this year's DC Fandome. So he is missing in action, which is quite telling. And I don't think he's going to fit into the plan going forward at Discovery anyway. Now, this ties into this other story that is happening directly. Now, Ruby Rose, who played Batwoman on the Batwoman TV show for the first season, left before season 2 started. She's coming out today with some wild allegations of some severe abuse on the set, threats of getting fired and getting the whole crew fired if she didn't come back after an injury after 10 days that had her sidelined and having to have surgery. These wild accusations are going out there, which I personally do not believe are accusations. It is slowly coming out that Warner Brothers has been doing some nasty things, that they have been allowing this not atmosphere, but this toxic environment to go on at these movies and TV shows. And Gal Gadot actually came out yesterday and talked about how the abuse was really bad on Justice League, and she actually took it to the top, and they took care of it for her right away. Why they didn't do that for Ray Fisher or some of these other individuals, who knows? But Ruby Rose is making some accusations that would easily be verifiable by other people who are on the set. She talked about people being burned, some of the crew members being burned, one becoming a quadriplegic because of something that happened on the set. She came out with some crazy statements that will easily be able to be verified. So we're going to see what happens going forward with these stories. All of this would be connected if this does happen because people are wanting accountability at this stage. Ray Fisher, who played Cyborg, is always posting about this stuff, doing A is greater than E, meaning accountability is greater than entertainment. And so more and more things are coming up by the day. You can't deny right now that Warner Brothers has had a toxic environment for quite a while. And I am so glad that Discovery is taking over later next year in the middle of 2022 because this couldn't happen at a better time. I think AT&T probably saw what was happening, and they did this to get everything cleaned up and clean up all of these people that were allowing this to happen down there at Warner Brothers. So kudos to Gal Gadot for speaking out. Same with Ruby Rose. These types of things need to come forward and people need to be aware of them. So this kind of activity does not happen in the future. The Discovery president didn't come out and say he is moving to Hollywood. He is going to mend that relationship with the directors, the actors. That is his number one priority, is to get that ship corrected. And you know what? I believe the guy. I believe that this is why this is happening in the first place and why Discovery is taking over going forward. And they have a plan, which also includes listening to the fans. So we're going to see some major changes going forward. Now, one thing I also forgot to mention in the video I did yesterday in regards to Ben Affleck possibly being back for the Batgirl movie that's going to be on HBO Max, the director actually came out and said that the real Batman is going to be in the movie. And in the tweet where he talked about this, he had a picture that actually showed Ben Affleck's cowl in the picture, and he was standing right next to it. So take note of everything that is happening right now. This is all good news going forward. It's good for the fans. It's good for the actors. It's good for the directors, the filmmakers, everyone involved. Things might finally be corrected down there, and we might have the right people in charge and start a new era going forward where DC and the Warner Media can thrive under the correct leadership. All right, give me your guys' thoughts below. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as new videos go up. I do appreciate it.